Hey guys, welcome back to our channel and thank you for your support by subscribing to our channel and liking the videos. Last time we fixed the over-the-door awning. It's an easy fix compared to the sunshade awning. If you haven't watched the video, we put the link in the end of this video. In this episode, the front AC unit stopped running on our Tiffin Phaeton. We are going to show you what we did to fix the AC, so save this video to your playlist or just subscribe to our channel and click the bell so you will not miss our next video. Let's get started.
Hi, I'm Mark Blanchard from Flottante. How are you? Today we're going to troubleshoot an air conditioner unit that we've had problems with on a Tiffin Phaeton 07. And this is Coleman unit that I'm dealing with. Okay, let's take a look. The condenser seems to be turning on, but fan, I think for the interior squirrel cage, either is not working or maybe there's a capacitor blown. So I've got parts for both. We'll see what we can fix. Okay, so to take this unit apart, there are 3 screws on the top, which I've taken off already. So there's 3 screws here. This one here in the front, and then 2 in the back on the blower cage, blower fan, this big blower fan here. Once you take them off, this can come off, and then you can take the larger cover off. Careful not to damage the exchange here. This can get damaged and dented. You want to keep it clean, and that's where all the heat exits the system. This is a blower fan here, and the condenser is back in this area here. So now I'm going to take the screws off the box that has some electronics. Screws are mainly to hold the boxes to protect the capacitors that are inside. Also, I've turned off the power to this unit. And there we have inside the 2 capacitors, but you can already see there's a lot of heat that's occurred on that connector right there. So that's of concern. So I'm going to go ahead first and replace both these capacitors. The one capacitor is the start cap for the blower cage. The part is a 45 microfarad 370 volt from Gentech. So the compressor is turning on, but I don't hear any fans, don't see any fans. Blower's not running, squirrel cage is not running. So second attempt to repair the AC on our Phaeton. This is a capacitor for the start, and there is a PTCR also on this. I believe that was actually the defective part because there was some discoloration on the red wire on the unit that we have above. So we'll see if that does a trick. Save us some money, huh?
I'm an electrical engineer, so I'm familiar with high voltage circuits. If you do not have any training and understanding of electrical schematics and high voltage wiring, it is recommended that you hire a professional serviceman to repair or replace your AC to be safe. Now, I'm not an AC repairman, but I have a full-time job during the day. Since I had limited time on the weekends to work on this, I decided to take the shotgun approach, where you replace all the parts to narrow it down. Sometimes you get lucky, but this was not the case. I had to replace multiple parts before I got to the problem. When replacing the capacitors and the PTCR, make sure you have an identical value of parts to replace. Take good pictures of the current wiring and refer to the schematic on chassis. Then replace the wiring exactly as they were before on the new electrical components. Make sure you also fasten and secure all parts so they can't rattle and short out and break again. Remember also that it's a fire hazard if any of these electrical components short out, so you have to be concerned with this.
Okay, compressor is turning on. No fan yet. No luck. Okay, turn it off again. And turn the power off. On the fuse box. Thank you. Well, first pass with all 3 capacitors in did not fix the problem, so I'm going to pull a squirrel cage and see if that is the problem.
So we try a couple times, turn the AC on and off inside the RV, but still not working after replacing all the capacitors. So now we try to troubleshoot. Is that
That's
the
the motor to
squirrel
the
cage?
squirrel. Ooh, it's hot.
Careful.
That's not good.
Just,
This motor's bad.
need to get a new motor, huh?
Probably. This exchange in here doesn't look very clean, so it hasn't been taped for a while, and there's been a lot of leakage coming through, which doesn't help with the efficiency, I know. You don't want any leakage from outside to inside because this is cold air in there.
So
If not, you have short circuit of the thermal, and the tape on this was not, really even taped.
Okay, looks like the Blanchard workshop is closed for today. We replaced all the 3 capacitors, but still not working.
Yeah, the motor is hot, really hot. You can't touch it, which means the bearings probably seized up. And look, we've run this constantly, daily almost, for 5 years. So there's no surprise that that's a problem. But looking at the exchange, the outer exchange looks okay, but the inside exchange for the cold doesn't look in great shape. So I'm starting to think, well, we're in a hot climate.
Yeah, we need to use it every
Maybe it's time
day.
just to spend the money and get a new unit.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're thinking now. I never claimed to be an AC repairman, and I still don't want to be.
We made one more attempt to solve the problem prior to just buying a new AC unit. The blower motor was too hot to touch. This is a clear indication of a motor failure. The electrical current was probably rushing through the coil on the motor, but the bearings were seized, so it's clearly time for a motor replacement. The cover where the blower motor sits needs to come off. Then you can replace the blower motor itself. It's a lot of work, but if you have the time, you can save a lot of money.
We are going to turn the power on, and then we need to remove this panel, and there's a AC1 here. This is off already. Now we need to turn it back on, and then we need to turn the AC here control on. Wow, do you feel wind blowing out?
Yeah, much better.
Yeah, you feel the wind blowing out now?
Much better.
Oh yeah, I can feel the wind blowing out. Oh yeah, we have AC back on. Finally, good job, honey. Yay! Glad we got the AC fixed. Save us some money to get a whole new AC unit. Again, we need to remind our viewers that it does require electrical background to fix any electrical related repairs. DIY fix AC might not be a good idea for everyone. So please do not attempt to do the wiring if you don't know how to do it. Safety first. We also have a great articles about RV living, our travel adventures on our website at loveyflottante.com, so check it out. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the little bell for getting notification for our next episode. Give us a like if you enjoyed this video. Comment below if you have any question. You can also find us on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, and Patreon.